With Canadians heading to the polls on April 28th, their election has become a hotbed of international intrigue. While China's shadow games in Canada have been actually very well documented, ranging from espionage to cyber warfare, India is now being mentioned in the same breath. But why would India have any interest in interfering in Canada's elections? So first, let's separate fact from fiction. Now, China has been long accused of running covert operations to silence critics abroad, especially Chinese dissidents. They do so by interfering in elections through proxies, fake donations, and intimidation. They manipulate immigrant communities to back Beijing's political goals. In contrast, India's concerns are rooted in national security and doesn't seem to operate in the same way. Canada needs to understand that India doesn't have the time or the need to influence an election in a country that has limited strategic weight in Asia. New Delhi's outreach to its diaspora isn't about interference, it's about countering extremism that is being allowed, and some would say encouraged, on Canadian soil. The heart of the controversy is one word: Khalistan. The Khalistani separatist movement, which seeks a breakaway Sikh homeland from India, is mostly extinct in Punjab. But in Canada, it's alive, vocal, and increasingly militant. India's intelligence agencies have repeatedly flagged pro-Khalistan activists in Canada, accusing them of glorification of terrorists, threats to Indian diplomats, and radicalizing youth online. Take the case of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Canadian citizen labelled a designated terrorist by India. His death in 2023 in Canada became a diplomatic flashpoint, with Canada accusing India of involvement in his death. Now, India rejected those claims, calling them politically motivated and based on unverified intelligence. For India, the issue isn't electoral manipulation, it's national security concerns being exported abroad. India doesn't need Canada's vote, it needs maturity. If we look at Canada's internal politics, it has been quite turbulent in the recent past. Justin Trudeau had to resign as the Prime Minister after facing dissent within his own party. His approval ratings were at an all-time low. Mark Carney was given charge after Trudeau, but Canada's stance on Khalistan doesn't seem to have changed. You see, India's message to Canada has been consistent. Stop giving fringe hate groups a political platform. That is not interference, it is protection. India has also been calling on Canada to recognize the difference between free speech and violent extremism. It's a line that many argue Canada continues to blur. Is India wrong to raise the alarm? Or is Ottawa really just turning a blind eye to political appeasement? The argument isn't about interference, it's about internal Canadian politics spiraling into international blame games. Until that's resolved, the relationship between India and Canada will remain stuck. Not because of India's interference, but because of Canada's insecurity. So, Canada should focus on voting because democracy works better when ballots are cast and not blamed.